Have you been hearing about the news from DC and James Gunn? Let's talk about it. Yeah, so this is what we saw. Let's go back all the way up here. James Gunn sparks Kingdom Come movie speculation with social media posts. A new social media post by DC Studios head James Gunn has sparked massive DC Universe movie speculation about the Kingdom Come art being adapted. All right. A new social media cover photo by DC Studios head James Gunn has sparked speculation about the DC Universe adapting the Kingdom Come storyline. It's a new era for Warner Brothers Discovery when it comes to the DCU. Following several years of ups and downs, the company recently launched DC Studios, which is being led by Gunn and Peter Safran. While Gunn handles the creative side of DC Studios, Safran will be in charge of the business aspects, taking the DCU in a new direction. Even though the two DC studio bosses have yet to disclose fully what their plans are for the DCU, Gunn has left a hint as to what may be in store for the future. With Hive, I guess it's a social media app, emerging as a new popular social media app, Gunn launched his official profile. But for his cover photo, Gunn used a Kingdom Come wallpaper, pulling from the iconic DC Comics storyline by Mark Waid and Alex Ross. The image has now sparked speculation about the DCU. Under DC Studios, will perhaps adapt the infamous storyline in the films. All right, so here's the thing they put on Hive. All right, and while
it's literally just a picture, though. It's just like I would put that on as my banner. I mean, it's badass.
It's a pretty cool banner. I know, man.
And then they're just like, oh yeah, I guess he's doing Kingdom Come.
Yeah,
sure.
People are excited. See, while Kingdom Come didn't take place in the main DC Comics universe, it is regarded as one of the most popular Elseworld storylines that have ever existed under the imprint. The essence of Kingdom Come follows an alternative version of the DC universe, taking place in the future where heroism has shifted, with new superheroes lacking a moral compass.
Mm-hmm.
This forced the Justice League to come back together again to take down the new generation. With Kingdom Come not only being an alternative DCU story, but one that takes place in a completely different time period, there are multiple ways the film could tackle that storyline, especially involving the Justice League. One approach is to literally do an Elseworlds type movie for Kingdom Come, which could either use the actors from the DCU or cast a whole new Justice League that explores a grim future. However, if they would want to tackle it in the main DCU continuity, the best thing to do would be to build up Kingdom Come, which is a storyline that could be in a similar epic to Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame.
That's what I was thinking.
Okay, all right. If DC Studios wouldn't want to explore Kingdom Come as a movie, they could also adapt the infamous Waid Ross arc as a TV show that could explore the plot for several seasons, especially if given HBO or HBO Max as a platform. All right, so I'm done with the reading on that one. Excipitor, initial thoughts, what do you got?
Yeah, definitely a mixed bag, but just like that article said, this could be their Avengers Infinity War Endgame title. I mean, there's a lot they can unpack with this, especially if they're connecting everything. You could really build up this thing, but obviously the question is how, because there are some obscure characters. Again, James Gunn is good with obscure characters, so I have faith in that. But yeah, there's a whole new generation of heroes they're going to have to establish. Who's going to play Superman, because he's a big part of that story. And we know how Hollywood is, though, with comic book adaptations. It's never really close to it.
Never straightforward.
So that's why it's a mixed bag for me. So
okay. All right. So let me see. Let me hear. What are your, like? We're taking the medicine, man. Give me your benefits of this. What are the benefits that are going to include?
The benefits is definitely that you have so much you can connect with. I mean, just like they were saying in the article, this is Endgame for them. Even the whole story of Kingdom Come is pretty much the end of DC, the way Alex Ross wanted to do it. I mean, I'm not sure if people know, but there's a lot of connections with Revelations in the Bible. So it is literally the end game.
I know. Yes.
So I see where he's going with that, and a lot of possibility with that.
Right.
And yeah, there's a lot to build up to. So the interconnecting universe, yeah, you can absolutely do a lot with that.
Okay. All right. You know what, man? Now we gotta get talk about those side effects. What do we got? Possible side effects may include.
Side effects is it's probably not going to be even close to the comic book. I mean, let's be real. I mean, I guess Henry Cavill's like he's old enough, and by the
Okay.
time you get to that end, he could be Kingdom Come Superman. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, there's a lot to establish with that. Shazam is also a big part of it too,
He
and
is, yeah.
Levi is already old
Old
enough.
enough.
So you're gonna have well, you're gonna tell me he's gonna be because he's an adult in the comic. So when you get to
Yes.
that point, he's gonna be pretty old. I mean, I guess he's playing himself at that point as Billy
Okay.
Batson into Shazam. Again, it's just there's I, and then Black Adam. What do you do with that? He's not even in the story, and
Not at
obviously
all.
he's big into this whole universe. So again, it's just for me, the comic book adaptation is going to be lost with
Okay.
this.
Okay. So
And
it's gonna have it's gonna be like kind of like a tie dye shirt, a little bit of everything going on, nothing really
yeah,
focus on.
yeah, that you're also going to have like so the commentary in Kingdom Come is about the 90s at the time with the whole
Yes.
rise of the anti superhero.
Hmm.
So, no moral compass, like the article said.
Hmm.
So I understand that was their commentary then. But the thing is, the commentary for DC, I mean, they're already dark and gritty as it is. If it
Then you
was,
go against.
if you're commentary to MCU, it doesn't work because they're Disney. I mean,
That's fair.
happy
The
go
mouse.
lucky. So like, I mean, unless you're making commentary to the hits of the boys and Incredible,
That's what I was thinking.
which I could see that. Um, I don't know what they're commenting on with this
Okay. Okay.
because
All right.
obviously everyone does like the anti-hero. So
True.
we're repeating history here.
Okay. I will say this. Benefits that we're looking at is the fact that one of the greatest comic book books written of all time is going to be something that they're thinking about.
Hmm.
Alex Ross's art is unparalleled. Mark Waid is an excellent storyteller. Single-handedly revived the version of Wally West in the '90s as the new It Flash. When they're still trying to figure out how they were going to cement his legacy post Barry Allen Flash.
Yeah.
So I will say it's a great story from which to pull. I really like just looking at the story and character arc from that great writer and from that great artist. There's so much there. It's a rich tapestry from which to pull from. You're having a solid lead in James Gunn directed, and he's going to at least want to try to make it as close to the source material as possible
Yep.
without anyone else meddling in it. So, it's a great story and an actual comic book fan that has direction over it, right? And those are the strongest things that it has going for it in terms of benefits.
Yeah.
Now, possible side effects may include what I like to call getting lost in the sauce here, all right? That
Oh yeah.
drowsy feeling, right?
A lot to
You just,
unpack.
right. You kind of get lulled into a sense of just getting falling asleep, like not like actual what's we call it, drowsiness,
Yeah.
because there's so much going on. You kind of get just lost in the
You're gonna get
sauce of it
the
all.
superhero fatigue, just like
Right,
Marvel had now
right. Because if you're doing this
for 10 years.
if you're doing this as a movie, I have to wait 10 years for this to happen, right? Which actually is a problem because we only waited about 4 or 5 years to get from Iron Man to the Avengers. So it's a very short time period, right? But if it's 10 years to get us from, the Justice League to Kingdom Come, that's a little too
Yeah.
long to wait, right?
And you're
Uh,
connecting TV and animation. That's a lot of stories
right. It's
for
very, it's a
people to
lot.
care about.
It's a lot of story to tell and to tell. Other problem I have with this is I think this is what Zack Snyder's original intention was supposed to be, because the original
Yeah.
Kingdom Come storyline is 20 years into the Justice League tenure, where they had to just move on because they're like, "Yo, this isn't us anymore." And
Yeah.
the thing is that at the point at which Batman v Superman aired in 2016, about 2016,
I
2017,
think so. Yeah.
right around that time, Batman had already been Batman for 20 years. And so Batman was
Yeah.
already in the game to the point where Kingdom Come technically starts. And I think that's where Zack Snyder was going to go if he wasn't going to be forced to write Flash and just pretty much wipe out the entire continuity that he'd already set up. I think that had he gotten the chance, he would have gotten to Kingdom Come and then done Flash and then rewritten his own image, right?
Yep.
Rewritten it out. The other problem I have with the fact is if they're trying to make this something that they can put on HBO Max or HBO, well, that ship has sailed because as I understand it, they're trying to get a deal with Amazon Prime now. I'm trying to figure it out.
I think it's just the animation though.
Well, that's therein lies the other problem. If you're trying to connect the animation and the movies together,
I think that's more of a marketing thing to get animation out there and
well, the problem is the
connect
fact
to
that
a broader audience because not everyone's going to buy HBO Max.
And they sure as shit fool me.
I know.
I've had that for 4 years and have yet to see one animated movie that was new come on that thing. Okay.
Mm-hmm. The Super Sons, for example, it's still not on there. What the hell?
I forgot it was out because I have the app.
I know.
It. See,
you would think it would be on there,
right? So that's the problem I have is the fact that you need your animation marketing to go through Amazon Prime, but yet you want me to stay on HBO Max and just say, "Oh, Kingdom Come's on there."
Well, assuming HBO Max is going to be around too with the Discovery deal,
right? So that it winds up being make or break.
Yeah,
and I'm telling you right now. It's going to have to be a straight-to-streaming movie because there is no damn way I'm watching a series because there's going to be hella flashbacks. It's going to be slowly paced because there is a lot of dialogue.
It's going to be a slow burn.
Mark Waid loves dialogue. If you
not as much as Ben does.
Or Tom King. That's neither here nor there. I will say,
right.
I will say I read the most dialogue from Flash comics in Mark Waid books. I've got like 7 volumes back here, and it's like I have to read 3 pages just to see him run from one side of town to the other. Because he likes dialogue. So if you did that for the Flash, there's going to be so much more dialogue that you're going to have to pull from Kingdom Come, especially if you need to stretch this out to a series, and that's going to get too boring for me.